everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel and of course my live chat session here on Keeping It Real with Shay. Happy Friday to everybody. TGIF, and of course to all of our viewers right now, thank you so much for tuning in to, again, Keeping It Real with Shay. And if you aren't subscribed yet to my channel, please do subscribe, smash that thumbs up button on any of my videos, a comment, and of course, click that notification bell upon subscribing so you will be up to date on all of my upcoming live chat sessions and of course, most recent uploaded videos. What an exciting show I have for all of you tonight. But before that, I'm of course going to go through, of course, just some follow-ups, some updates, only because it's been a while since I've done my live chat sessions. It's just been so crazy busy, but I have been uploading videos here and there, so hopefully you guys have been watching those. So hoping you guys had a great week, and there's just so much going on in the world today, and of course in the province of Ontario and the city of Toronto and around Canada actually, and of course around the globe. So I hope you guys are all staying safe and doing your part to flatten the curve. So before we start the show, I, of course, just want to do a bit of promoting. I'd like to promote, of course, JDL Performing Arts is hosting its first ever virtual Rising Star singing contest. So for those of you who aren't part of JDL Performing Arts, which is a performing arts school here based in Toronto, you can actually be part of this virtual Rising Star singing contest, and it's open to, of course, non-Canadians, so it's international. And if you guys want more information, you can comment on this. On this particular show, just comment in the comment box, or you can send me a DM on my Instagram, which is MZShay, SHAY_Lynn, and let me know if you're interested so I can give you the details as to where to submit your audition video. So once again, that is JDL Performing Arts is hosting their very first virtual Rising Star singing contest. So now's the time, guys, during this pandemic to bring out the star. Sorry, I disappeared there for a moment. But I am back. And yeah, so with that said, now's the time, guys. Be part of this virtual Rising Star singing contest. And of course, I always like to give a shout out. So let me just head over to the comments here. Okay, so I want to say hello to Canada Star _2007. Thank you so much for watching. Lane Shapiro, hello. Maple and Jeepney from Team Canada, thank you so much for your support. Tuan Van Doyen or Dongen. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but thank you so much. A new subscriber. Thank you very much. And of course, shout out to GC Lifestyle. Thank you so much. And yeah, so guys, it's going to be a great show tonight. And of course, I'm trying to keep the suspense a little bit longer. What did I want to say? For all you TikTokers, this is exciting for you guys as well. But I do have a little bit of a contest for this show. So if you use our show's hashtag soy sauce moms, okay, and you are our fifth viewer that uses the hashtag soy sauce moms. So that's hashtag SOYSAUCE MOMS, okay, which I will post in a bit. You can be part of the question and answer portion of the show later on. So if you're the 5th viewer that uses the hashtag soy sauce moms, which is today's show's hashtag, you will be able to ask this guest anything you would like. Okay, so I see Lane Shapiro. I know Canada. I'm just going to go down here. I know Canada Star 2007 was the first one. Lane Shapiro, number 2. And Sheila Monjardine, Soy Sauce Moms, she's number 3. So thank you, guys. You could only do 1 entry per viewer, okay? So thank you all, of course, so much for tuning in tonight on Keeping It Real with Shay. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, comment, and of course, subscribe. And all right, I think we're ready. Let me know if you guys are ready. Say ready in the comment box so I know that we can go ahead and start, because I am just so excited. All right, wow, the chat box is going wild crazy. Again, you could only use the hashtag once, and once per viewer. The 5th hashtag will be our winner, and I will give you the link to this live stream so you could be part of the question and answer portion, and you will be part of this live show. So we're up to 4 hashtags. One more wins. Okay, all right, guys. So before I bring out our guests, watch this.
Nutella. Why am I the only one allergic to everything? Kuya, can I have a marshmallow? Ading, wash your hands first. No, Ading, you're eating hazelnut. Stop touching me, Ading. You didn't wash your hands. Come on, just 1 marshmallow. I'm gonna tell Mom. There.
Okay, guys, without further ado, please help me welcome the TikTok content creator all the way from Edmonton, Alberta, Christelle.
Hello.
Hi, Christelle.
How's it going?
Good. Happy Friday to
Happy
you,
Friday.
my dear. Happy Friday. How's it going? How was your week?
So, I feel like it has been a really long week. But it's Friday.
Yes, it is Friday. So you have a few people in the house right now. I don't know if you see the chat box. Do you see the chat box?
I don't know. Oh, there they are. I can see.
Yeah. So you have Think About Styles. You have Sheila, you have Amina. So if you want to give a shout out before we begin, go ahead.
Hello to everyone. Hello. Like, I know all of them. Like, there's Yanni, Think About Styles. Sheila's here. Soy Sauce Moms, Amina. Woot woot. Lane is here. Tuavado. And I think King Simba is still here. Awesome friend. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And so, guys, the only way you're gonna win to be on our question and answer portion, if you put a hashtag before soy sauce moms. Okay, so we have one more. I need one more hashtag. Oh, John Smith. Ooh. So John Smith, you are our winner. If you can kindly just hang in there, because it's at the end of the show, our question and answer portion. If you are not in the show, still in the show, then you would have forfeit your chance to be on this live show here on Keeping It Real with Shay, and your chance to to ask Christelle any questions you want. So if you actually, John, can just send me your email. If you could post your email, if you're okay with posting your email on the live chat box so that I can email you directly the link to this live chat show, that would be awesome. So congratulations to John Smith. All right. So girl, are you ready to be part of Keeping It Real with Shays and Never Have I Ever, which is
man,
a game that is played by all of the guests here on Keeping It Real with Shay.
I am ready.
Okay.
I got my little signs ready to go.
You got your little signs. Oh my God, so funny. Okay, give me a second. I am just going to get everything ready here because, technology these days aren't always exactly, you know how it is. So give me a second. I'm just good. See, I changed up the questions just for you. So just for you, aren't you lucky? So let me okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You got your signs ready?
I got my signs.
All right. Okay. Do you see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay, awesome. All right, so everybody, for all those new to Keeping It Real with Shay's live chat session, this is always the first segment of the show where we do a Keeping It Real with Shay's version of Never Have I Ever. So here's your first question. Never have I ever cut my own hair.
Ooh, can you see that? I have.
You have?
I have.
Like recently? Like not recently, but when you were younger, or like?
I was in grade 10 when I cut my own hair, because it was I asked for a bob for my first year of high school, and for some reason I thought the hairdresser did it uneven, so I decided to cut it, and it went from like uneven to a crew cut, like really short.
Oh my God. You have to post that on
oh man.
I'm just kidding. Okay, ready for the next one? Never have I ever gone skinny dipping.
Oh, where is that? I have never.
You have never gone skinny dipping. Now,
No,
is it something that you think you would do?
No, I probably wouldn't because I'm thinking of how cold the lake water or the ocean water would probably be.
Would you do one of those polar bear? Is it polar? No, polar. Is it polar ice swims where they like jump into the lake?
I think so, like the polar bear dip or something. No.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do that. I don't think so.
You don't think you would do it?
No. Like as much as I love winter, I love the cold, I just can't do cold water.
No way.
No.
I wouldn't be able to do it. So I was just writing down John Smith's email.
All good.
Okay, all right. Next question. Never have I ever gone on a date with no intention of paying for anything.
I have. Well, I have. I never have intention to pay on my dates. That was the younger me.
No way? You've never gone on a date with no intention of paying for anything?
No. Oh, sorry, I have gone on a date with no intention of paying for anything. So I have.
Oh, you have. Okay. At least you'll be honest. Never have I ever picked out a wedgie in public.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. It's real. I have, the wedgies happen. You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Try to be like turn discreetly around. People think you're scratching your back, but you know,
Oh my God.
you got to.
But you know what? Sometimes you have to, right? I mean, you could do it as discreetly as you
If you got to.
Okay. Next, never have I ever rubbed someone else's toothbrush in something other than toothpaste.
No, I have never. Oh, I have never.
That is actually kind of gross.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, you know how sometimes you use a toothbrush to clean your shoes, right? Like, what if it's like you forget, right?
You
It's
forget.
actually pretty.
There was a time where I accidentally mixed up me and my husband's toothbrush and we forgot which color was whose.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens.
So funny. Yeah, because you don't know, right? It's so funny. Anyway, okay. Have I ever laughed so hard I wet myself?
Okay. For everyone watching, I'm a mom. And I think that says, where's the light? That says enough right there. Being a mom, that
Yes, no, it's true. It's so true. It's so true. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because you really don't know, right? Like you really, I mean, honestly, I think it is after motherhood when that happens.
it's the joy of motherhood. You laugh,
It
you
is
jump,
the
you
joy of
sneeze.
motherhood.
It's the joy.
Oh my God. So, moms, if you're moms that are watching, tell us, have you ever laughed so hard you wet yourself? All right, next. Never have I ever partied for more than 24 hours solid.
No, I have never. Yeah,
no, I don't think I can do that. I mean, now as moms, we probably wouldn't even survive.
No.
But even back in the day, I would have to nap before going out.
Right? Like I need to know that I have a nap or at least a decent sleep in between 24 hours.
Yeah. That is so funny. And that is it. That is our never have I ever. That was fun.
I'm still laughing at the wet yourself one. So
You're still laughing at that one? I know, it's so funny. It's so funny. Okay, give me a second here. I just want to make sure that I think I actually lost my, okay. Give me a second. While I'm having technical difficulties here, I just read some comments. Juan says, haha, that's totally fair, pal. She did 23 and shy of 24, she did 23 and a half. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Says,
nice.
Don't tell, or it might happen again. Love the Calvary.
Thanks, Tabata.
So I just wanted to make mention, guys, that this is a live chat show, and a live chat on YouTube, and we don't condone any defamatory words on the live chat box. This is a very we're just having fun. But if I do see some really degrading comments, I will have to take you off the show. Okay? Because we're here to have fun and we're here to keep a positive, just positive vibes. And if it gets to a point where there is swearing going on, I will have to block you and remove you from my channel. Okay, so let's continue. I am so excited, Christelle. You have a lot of fans here, and I think the hashtag Soy Sauce Mom Squad is here.
They are here. My
We were
brother has
yesterday.
also joined. I see my brother, so shout out to my brother. I love my kuyas.
Oh, well, hello, Kuya. Okay, so which one are your Kuyas so we know?
Nathan Vidoya is my kuya.
Okay, Nathan Bedoya. Hi, Nathan. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just give me a second here. Okay. All right. So, all right. So, yes, John Smith, you're right. We don't need negativity. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's move on. So, Christelle, just a little bit about your background. You have quite a following on TikTok. You
Yeah.
have like over 200K followers. Okay, and that video that I showed guys before Christelle came on, it has currently 1.4 million views. So please do tell, Christelle, when did you start TikTok and what drew you to TikTok?
All right. So when did I start TikTok? I downloaded the app in February 2020, really out of curiosity because one of my nieces was on TikTok a lot and she would be hiding behind closed doors or, just doing what teenagers do. And so I'm like, what's going on? So out of curiosity, I downloaded the app because I was like, what is this about TikTok? All of 2018 and 2019, I was really strong about not downloading TikTok because I was already active on Instagram. So I'm like, nope, I don't need another app. That's for the new generation. I'm too old for that. But then I downloaded it in February 2020 and I had fun. Like in the beginning, I was doing a lot of just goofy TikToks with my kids just to get them involved. And then I don't know, from there, I was like, we were just having fun making videos. Just seeing all the funny trends that were always going around that you would see people like sharing. I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Your videos are like amazing. They're funny. They're so creative. Did COVID make you do it though? Like, did COVID push you?
I really wish I could say COVID made me do it. As a lot of moms who joined TikTok last year, a lot of them were saying COVID made them do it. Unfortunately, I joined before COVID happened. So I can't say that COVID made me do it. But
Okay, well,
COVID got me more active on TikTok, if that's more fair to say.
yes, yes. I think it got you more active, and then you were able to kind of create more content, right?
Yeah.
In that sense. Well, Lane said COVID made me do it. LOL. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. So at what point, because I've seen I didn't even scroll all the way down. Like, how many videos do you have right now?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how many videos I have right now. A lot. Because there was times where I was posting 3 to 5 times a day. So I know I have well over 200 videos, maybe 300, if not more. A lot of videos.
Wow. And how many do you post every day?
In the beginning, I was posting probably 2 to 3 times a day. Bless you.
3 times a day?
But now I only post once a day and I take weekends off now. So
Wow.
I need a break.
That's amazing. So you kind of made it like your business, not business, but it's like it's a thing that you need to do every day, at least once a day.
Yeah.
It's a part of you, a part of your day.
It has become a part of my day, especially it's become part of my routine, especially working from home, missing that interaction with coworkers. I do that during my TikTok lives at lunch. I get that kind of talking interaction, even though I'm talking to myself a lot. But
yeah. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like, to be able to post first starting 3 times a day to once a day. and that's, you have weekends off, so you do pretty much five reels every week, because it's every day, right? Wow. So, did you ever think you would be, I mean, TikTok is new, but when you first heard of TikTok, did you ever think you would be on TikTok? Like, you as a person, your personality, did you ever think, yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna be on TikTok. Like, I think it's a thing, like Instagram, right? When Instagram first came out, everybody jumped on it. Facebook, everybody jumped on it. So TikTok, Snapchat, right? Like, did you think it was that app that you were gonna download?
It wasn't. I fought so hard against downloading it. Like like I mentioned earlier, in 2018-19, I was so against downloading that app. And I was feeling, it was those moments where, not to sound ageist, but to be like, I'm too old for that. I have Instagram. I'm good. I don't need to be silly. It is, my family already sees my silly side. But I had zero intention to download this app.
Wow. Yeah, so okay, so you had zero intentions, and then I know you talked about what, when you started and what led you to it, but so what triggered you now to be like, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm going to download it? Did you download it and just kind of scroll to see what it was all about, or did you download it on the on the notion that you were actually going to post?
I downloaded it more for fun, kind of like Snapchat with the filters, the face filters, to do pictures with my kids. So I downloaded it for fun in the beginning, to do videos with my kids. And like how Instagram began, I never knew that people will show up and like my videos. And I didn't know anything about TikTok, like even how to private your video or who will see it.
Yeah.
So, that's, to me, we were just having fun in the very beginning. A lot of those videos are not there anymore. So if anyone's watching, there's no more of the early February and March videos. But a lot of it was really, like, even me being active on TikTok was really driven in the month of May with Mental Health Awareness Month. And that's where,
that's where you started? Like, that's what
was the first. Because I thought for fun in middle of March, how I saw people were able to grow, and I saw views and likes on videos. So I'm like, hey, this is a fun challenge. And I love challenging myself with random things. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be a challenge to dance to see if I can get 500 followers by my birthday. So I gave myself like 2 months worth of dancing every single day until I hit 500 as a birthday goal. And then I learned through another person's live that you can go live once you hit 1,000. So my 500 became 1,000. And from there, it's ignited like crazy.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. Like, that is so amazing that you were able to get, like, and how did you get these followers? Like, it was just I guess it's just what you were posting, right? Like,
a lot of it was, I was really big on building a strong community of friends on TikTok. So for people who followed me, I followed them back, and I made sure that I wasn't missing their posts every day. I showed up on their pages every day. I made sure to like go through their comments and kind of build connections through people's comments. And it was through that I met most of my soy sauce moms, because we were building connections through that time.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And we're going to get to soy sauce moms. I'm actually really excited.
I'm jumping ahead.
Let's take a break and say hi. Hi to Sarah M. She says, congrats on 200K. Hello to my cousin, Melly Mel. Thank you so much for joining our show today and actually dropping by. Miss Miss Gravity 2. Hi from the Peg. Hello. Hi to my kuya, Michael Villa. Thank you so much for tuning in and dropping by. Tuan did the hashtag. I'm sorry, Tuan. I know that you really want to. Maybe. Let's see how things go. Maybe, just maybe, we can give an opportunity to someone else. Maybe. Let me see how things go. Lynn Shapiro said Sarah. So I'm thinking we have the soy sauce mom squad here.
Yeah.
So if you were part of hashtag soy sauce moms, I want you to give me a heart emoji. So I know. Okay. So I have Margaret Henny's amazing. She says, John Smith, how about I give up my Q&A to Tuan? Is it Tuan or Twav? No, Tuan.
Wow.
Oh. Well, that's up to you. Hi to Pink Grapefruit Oils. She says, hi, sis. Okay, so thank you so much. Oh, wow. I think, yes, we have the soy sauce mom. So we'll chat a little bit later about that. How do you, okay, so moving along at the questions here. At what point did you think to yourself, oh my gosh, I may be onto something here? Was it when you reached the 500K, or was it when you reached the 100, the 1,000?
You know, it wasn't until I hit, it was, I think, actually way past that. Sarah M can actually vouch for that as well, because she and I have been we have been friends from the beginning, both of us trying to reach that 500 goal. And I think it was probably when I hit the 5,000, 6,000 mark where I thought that I actually can do something with my account.
Wow. It's amazing. It really is amazing, because you know what? When you think about social media and you think about, followers, right? It is insane on how, how having followers is so important, right? Like, for example, Instagram, right? I mean, Facebook is easy because people just kind of add people, right? But and that's how you connect with your family and friends. So you'll have a lot of followers that way, right? Or friends. But then you hit Instagram, and it's like, you follow more than you have followers, which is sometimes the case, right? And then you go to Snapchat. Never mind Snapchat. I don't even know how that works. I
don't get Snapchat. I don't get Snapchat.
I only have it for the filters. But of course, moms that have, teenagers, their parents, moms or dads that have teenagers that have Snapchats or tweens would be like, what is this about? I like it for filters because it's cute filters, right?
Yeah.
Now, TikTok is another story, right? Because TikTok, I have like 40 followers on TikTok. And it's just, I like to watch TikToks, but I'm just starting to understand TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Like in terms of content. And I was watching your content, and it is just, oh my God, girl, I don't know where you come up with that. Which leads me to my question. How do you come up with your content consistently? Like, do you think about your content the night before, or do you wake up and say, oh my God, I can do that? Because for those of you who aren't following Christelle on TikTok, okay, check her page out. If you want to check it out right now, you can. Are you streaming live, Christelle, right now on TikTok?
I am. Yeah, I'm streaming live right now on TikTok too.
So do you want to tell everybody, if they want to check you out on TikTok, what your TikTok name is?
My TikTok name is X_TELLE.
Okay.
XTelle.
Okay, I'm gonna, well, let's try and write that in here. Yeah, so if you guys see her content, all right, this girl's content is crazy. She plays like 3 different people. Okay, so she plays herself as mom. in most of them, I would think. And then she plays her daughter, and then she plays her son. So she does all these different characters. Okay. So I'm watching, and I've been watching, since you agreed to be on the show. And of course, thank you so much. And I'm like, how does she do that? Like, how do you come up with this content every day? And it's not like repeated content. It's like different things every day.
A lot of my content is really based on what my kids did the day before, even up to 5 minutes before I start recording. There are mornings I wake up with zero content in mind, and then I'll remember something my kids did, and then be able to record it within 30 minutes.
Okay.
So my kids are truly my inspiration for my content, everything. But I would say 95% of my content is real life situations and scenarios of what my kids have done or have said. The other 2% is me remembering a lot of my childhood stories. And I like to act out my brothers. So Kuya, if you're still watching, I love you. I love to act out like my brothers and like the things that we went through as children, especially how I was raised as the only girl with 2 older brothers. So that's where a lot of my content is coming from. And I've been trying to add a little bit more in how I relate as a Canadian-born Filipino. Because I seem to be drawing a lot more of the Filipino community on my content and in my comments. And they're all like, oh, you're Filipino. Oh, I can relate to you. And I'm like, great, but I don't speak Tagalog. So I'm like, I'm Canadian born. And how can I, as a Canadian born Filipino, learn to show what it's like as a second gen Canadian?
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. And more power to you, because girl, you've got absolutely great content. I'm surprised you don't have your own YouTube channel yet. Is that in the works?
It is a possibility. Don't get me wrong, I have played with the idea. It's kind of like my stubborn foot again, where I was stubborn to download TikTok 2 years ago. I'm kind of stubborn right now to get onto YouTube. And I'm like, I feel like I might be going backwards because I'm focusing now to grow on Instagram when maybe I should go forward to YouTube.
You know what? I think you would do really well in YouTube. So that I would highly advise it for you, because wow, like your content is just insane. Which brings me to editing. My goodness, how do you edit? Like because I see my daughter and my boyfriend and I were talking about it the other day, because I see my daughter like always stopping, like she's doing stuff like on TikTok, because she's the TikTok queen of our household, hence the t-shirt. So she's the TikTok queen of our household, and she's always doing TikToks, like anywhere, right? Anywhere there's good lighting or whatever. Like I've been in like maybe 2 or 3 of hers, but how do you edit? Because you have to stop, right? And then whatever, and then you stop, and then you add more content, and then you stop, and then you do another content. So in your case, is this done live, like not live, but is it done on TikTok, or do you edit, like how is that done? Like how do you know when to stop? And then
I'm not really technical savvy. I wish like back in the day, I was really good with like Instagram and photo editing, but something with video editing, I just couldn't wrap my finger around it. So all of my editing is actually done in the TikTok app. And the way that I record my content is I actually have the whole 30 seconds in my mind.
Okay.
So I do all screenshots of what I would say to my children.
Okay.
And then as I'm saying it, I would repeat in my head like what they're saying back to me, so I know how to reply for the next screen. And then once everything's all edited or all done recording, you're able to move the videos around and like what's it called? Clip the video so that they're smaller or shorter in length.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, thank you, Marge.
I love your content. So relatable and funny. So is it done? Okay, so you do it and then you post it. Because you know how TikTok is actually like you do it on, like you can do it while TikTok is running. And then, so what you do is you save it, you do it and you save it. So you do it on TikTok then. Like you pause and then go and then pause and then go.
Yeah. And then like it's all saved in my drafts. But I would say majority of my videos, once I'm done editing and adding all of like the subtitles and the captions and everything, I just post it and go. And then I'll watch it and be like, I spelled a word wrong.
Oh, I know. You know what? Sometimes that happens to me too. Where you just kind of just post and then you're like, oh shoot. I missed a word or I missed a letter.
I used the wrong your.
No, but that, you know what? So do you find that the editing takes more time than the actual content?
Yeah, to me it does, especially because I add closed captions on all my videos. So I really have to listen in to make sure I'm like texting and capturing all the words that I said. So sometimes lots of my videos would be just one word replies because I'm too lazy to type out the whole caption.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like you have your closed captions, which is awesome. And is that something that you do just, you know, because you want everybody to kind of understand what you're saying, or it's
in the beginning,
visually?
well, in the beginning, I heard from one of the TikTok gurus that were like, you know, add words to your page because the algorithm picks up the words. And so they'll pick up the words and that's how they can determine which audience to send your videos out. And I received a lot of comments on my videos in the beginning saying, thank you for putting closed caption, because they usually would watch my videos at night when everyone's sleeping. So they have the closed caption on it. And so to me, that's how I figured, I'm like, you know, going forward, everything is just going to be closed caption.
That's really good. You know, you really do take your time when you're doing your TikTok videos, which is why I can see why you have such a large following. Like, honestly, it's insane. So, you know, when you think of your followers, right? You think of how much of a following you have. How does that make you feel?
You know, to be completely honest, it's such one of those surreal moments where I'm like, did that just happen? You know, is this really happening right now? I'm still in my Instagram world where I only usually associate with friends and family kind of thing. I never would have thought that I would be in the 100,000 group, or even now hitting the 200,000 group. And so it's still one of those like, did that just happen moments. Like, I'm super happy. Please don't get me wrong. I'm super happy, but I'm just like, is this really happening, or am I in a dream?
Well, you know what? You have talent, and that's why you have the 200,000 followers. 200,000, girl, that's like a lot of followers, okay? That's not just itty bitty, right? That's a lot of followers. And guys, if you have seen, again, if you have TikTok, like this is Christelle's TikTok page. Look at her videos. She's got like 1 point whatever thousand like views. She's like, some videos have over 1 million. Like, she's got, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And again, so honored that you agreed to be on my show with such a great following. Amazing. And you know, I thank you. I thank you for your time, because you know, you're busy. Content creators are busy. So thank you. So you had like three lives on TikTok today? 3 live shows? Did you do?
I did two TikTok lives today. I did 2. This one is currently my 3rd that I'm live streaming right now while I'm live streaming here on YouTube.
Oh, yes, you are live streaming on TikTok. So hello to all of Christelle's followers on TikTok. That is amazing. No, that really is amazing. Um, what do you want to achieve as a TikTok content creator? Like, what is your now that you've reached 200,000, what is your goal? Okay, and what is your next goal in terms of your following, and what do you want to achieve as a TikTok creator?
You know, my goal really goes back to when I hit 1,000, when I wanted to go live. And and it just so happened that it fell around, like I said in the beginning, May, Mental Health Awareness Month. I really wanted to be that voice for people who were going through depression and anxiety, people that were like, especially with COVID hitting so hard and everyone getting in lockdown. For someone who has lived with those for a long part of my life, I really wanted to be a voice for it, to be someone that showed up every day with a positive quote, someone that showed up every day, no matter how hard the day was going, I was showing up and dancing. Regardless if I cried 10 minutes before recording a dance, I was showing up. And in the beginning, when people were coming to my lives, it was a lot of children and a lot of youth that were joining my lives. And I actually used to be a youth leader with my old church back in the early 2000s, let's say early 2000s. I used to be a youth leader. And so my heart and passion always goes out to the youth, to reach the youth, to show them that, hey, there's somebody here that's relatable, that can talk to you, that sees you. And that was always my goal, to be that voice, to show people, no matter what's getting you down through the day, it's okay to not be okay, but to find your hope, to find what keeps you going forward on in life. And I stopped setting personal goals actually once I hit 50,000 on TikTok, and everything after 50,000 has been a tremendous blessing. Especially to hit 200,000 now. I'm blown away, because I'm like, okay, I'm given this opportunity to talk out on my platform, especially on what I believe in. And even I would go into people's lives and I would see a lot of people commenting like, do you see me? Can you see me? Can I get a shout out? So I made it very intentional in my life to read everyone's comments, to make sure that people knew that they were being seen, regardless if they were an internet troll or whoever is behind the screen. I wanted them to know that, hey, I saw you, you're doing good, keep going on, like it's a safe room to chat in. So that's why I made it my intention to show up as much as I can on TikTok.
That's amazing. That is, that is so, and I can feel the sincerity in your voice, and just, I could tell that um, you were probably a leader of some community group or church group of some sort, because your heart is there, like in terms of, and I think that's so great to plant that flag on social media, because I truly believe that social media can go either way. It could
Yeah.
either destroy you or it could uplift you, and this is mentally, and most especially to our youth of today, right? Which I'm sure as a mom of young kids. And there are a lot of moms I know on our show tonight that have kids, teenagers, kids that are just immersed in social media.
Yeah.
I think and what you're doing day to day is very important, and is definitely a need in
Mhm.
today's world, in today's society, and especially with what's happening in the world today during this pandemic. I think it's safe to say that the increase in suicides, in mental health illness, has definitely increased since the pandemic started. So, what you're doing is, continue to do what you're doing, because and I didn't mention this earlier. We kind of skipped over it, but for those of you who want to know, because I know that a lot of people were asking me, oh my God, how did you get her to come on your show? And just so you guys know, it actually happened by accident. Okay. I was scrolling through TikTok and I accidentally got into one of Christelle's lives. And she was talking about trying to stay positive during this pandemic, and she knows how hard it is, and you know and just she was kind of talking about just how to continue to stay positive and just present. And then I happen to be like, wow, this is a great show. I would love to have you on my YouTube show, on my YouTube live show. And then she read my comment, and not everybody does that on live Instagram or even actually on YouTube. Hardly anybody acknowledges. Okay.
Yeah.
Write your comments. So for you to take time to say hi to everybody, and comment on the comments, is awesome. And I'm so glad that you commented. You're like, oh, I would love to. And then I said, here's my Instagram. So that's how we started, guys. So I did mention I had a show, and then I asked her after we connected on Instagram, how she would, if she would be interested in being on my live chat, my live chat show. And so I sent her my link to my channel, and I told her that honestly, I just like to, at the end of every week, I'd like to inspire and and keep and stay positive. And I believe that her following, not only her following on TikTok, but her presence itself would definitely be a perfect fit for Keeping It Real with Shay's live show, right? So, and here we are. And see how positive she is. Right? It's amazing. It's amazing how just every little thing counts when it comes to acknowledging mental illness, and just whatever you can do to spread awareness, or to be there for even strangers, like for anybody on any social media platform, is very, very, very important, right? And so I thank you for doing that. As a mom myself, I thank you for all you do every day to keep all of us laughing and excited and just uplifting, because sometimes it's not easy, right? We always do what we can, but we even if we have bad days, if we know that we have a responsibility, to people, to our followers, then you still get up and you show up. You get up, you dress up, and you show up.
Yes.
Right? No matter no matter no matter what is going on. Just like you said, you could have been crying 10 minutes before, but then you get on and you're dancing, right? So that's awesome. That shows such resilience and such strength. So thank you so much. So before we get, I have just two more questions, and then we'll get to the Q&A. And see, Christelle, I told you we might run a little over time.
All good. All good.
So let's see. Let's see. Okay, Candace Star still with us. Thank you so much, Simba. I am so proud to have been there with you since the beginning. Oh, that is so nice. Very nice. Sheila says, well said, Christelle. Pink grapefruit oil says, totally agree. We need more people on social media uplifting.
Oh, thank you.
Lane says, nice sweater, Tal, which I'm going to get to that. And hello to Akshar Patel.
How's it going? He joins my TikTok lives.
Oh, awesome. He says, hi. I don't know who you are. Oh, okay. I think he's talking about Tuan Beto. I always see you in Christelle's lives. Roberta Havers says hi.
Hi, Roberta.
Okay. And then Akshar Patel says, I don't know if both can see this chat. Yeah, I think Christelle can see your chat.
I can see it.
Okay, and Soph Sierra says, learned so much about you today.
Oh, I
Love you,
think
girl.
so.
That's awesome. And I want to give a shout out to Jordan Castro, also known as Jason Castro. Hello. And of course, I have my cousins are still watching, so thank you guys so much. Yeah, you know what? I'm so happy I learned more about you, like so much about you. I love it. You're amazing. You're an amazing, amazing person. So with that said, tell me, what is the meaning behind hashtag soy sauce moms and how did that happen? How was that created?
Oh man, how was soy sauce moms created? Everyone, if the soy sauce moms are still in the house, you can help pitch in. But like I mentioned earlier, there was a bunch of us moms, just so happened to be Asian moms, that we just really connected. We really jived well from the beginning. And we started chatting outside of TikTok. We took it to a different chat group. And through it all, we started joking because we're like, there's so many other groups. There's like the official moms club. There's the bad moms club. There's all these different types of moms clubs on Instagram, or sorry, on TikTok. And someone in the group threw it out there. What about soy sauce moms? Like, why don't we call ourselves something like that? And then,
That's
so we were
awesome.
teasing about it for a long time until one day I actually just made a random post and I threw the hashtag out there and I was like, hey guys, hashtag has already been put out. Let's start using the hashtag. Let's get our names out there. So that's how it started. And the cool thing is throughout the whole year, we're not so inclusive like that. We only stuck to our group, but the more moms that connected, they're like, what's soy sauce moms about? And I'm like, we're about a group of moms that's loving, uplifting, that's here, to support one another. And the group just keeps growing. I think we're up to almost 65. Like there's now some soy sauce kids like King Simba. There's some soy sauce bros. There's soy sauce dads. I see these hashtags coming around, but I keep laughing. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like how this group of women have they're not only just women that I've met on TikTok, or they're just not another face, but to me, I really feel the sisterhood with them, especially so many that I've connected outside, even where we talk on a daily basis. Like there's one who I like to call my soy mate, who every day we talk, and just it's a great connection that we have, and that goes along with the whole uplifting with one another.
That's amazing. And so, how do you become a soy sauce mom?
Ah,
Are you recruiting? Are you recruiting?
you know what? It's really, there's no application or nothing, but
There's no application.
it's really a matter of majority of us, like, do we all follow the same person? Hey, like, even if we don't follow the same people, I'd be like, hey guys, have you guys met Shay? She's so awesome. I want to send her the link to our Discord chat. And everyone's like, yeah, totally, I think there's only, like, we're not really like a snobby mean girls or anything like that. No, we're not. Nothing but love and support in the group.
Aw, that is so awesome. See, now I'm like, oh, I want to be part of the soy sauce moms. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, all the soy sauce moms in here, I think we agree. We can send you the Discord link.
Oh. Do you have to be active do you have to be active on TikTok?
Not at all. Not at all. There's a few moms actually who were part of the group in the beginning that they've deleted TikTok. They've gotten off of TikTok, focused on other things, and we still keep in touch. They still check in and say, hey, how's it going? Because we want soy sauce moms to be something that we're not limited to just an app. If we're truly calling it a sisterhood, a group of loving, uplifting women, we can't be just shoved into a box of TikTok. It has to be bigger and broader than that.
Oh, amazing. You know what? That is so true. And I wish you guys So much success. I see you want to show your merch. So guys, hashtag soy sauce moms
I forgot my
have
mom.
merch. So check out their merch, okay? Like that is amazing. That is amazing, guys. I hope your group grows. Like I think I do follow a few of you,
Mhm.
hashtag soy sauce moms. But I would love to get to know all of you. So you never know. That could be a great show, actually, to have you guys all on Keeping It Real with Shay. That would be awesome. If you guys are, all for it, I will be all for it as well, because that's amazing that you can create such a great uplifting group, and of course positive, right? And
Mhm.
for it to be moms too, that's like amazing there. And to follow up on what you said, how there are so many mom groups. There's
Yeah.
like hashtag moms over 40, moms over, or moms of TikTok over 40, moms of, whatever, over 40, 30, So it's great. It's awesome. You know, it's great to know that you have created this sisterhood, because, it's tough, right? It's tough to create, connections like that.
Yeah.
So more power to you, ladies. Um, Thank you, of course, for tuning in. That's amazing, that you guys were able to take some time and be part of Soy Sauce Moms. Hashtag Soy Sauce Moms is our hashtag for this show. But of course, um, watching this live chat show. So before we get to the Q&A, I have three more questions. So, one, if you could talk to your 20-year-old self, what would you tell her?
Oh, it had to be 20 years old. um, if I can talk to my 20-year-old self, I would probably look her in the eye and tell her, don't quit. You got this, keep going. Because at 20 years old, I was at a stage in my life where I just kept quitting everything left and right. I wasn't seeing degrees to the end. I kept changing my major, what I wanted to do. I think the only thing that I held stable was my position in the church. But everything else, like job wise, school wise, like I just kept quitting. I couldn't figure out what I wanted in life. And because of that, I never was able to finish college at the 4-year span. It took me a lot longer than that. So, Lane, I'm way more than 20, but thank you. Um, I would tell my 20-year-old self, don't quit. You got this. You got this. Keep holding on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It's. I wish we can like look
Listen to your
ahead,
brother.
right? We can
I
look.
like what my brother said. He said, listen to your brother. You are not wrong.
So yes. Also, that's what he's saying. You should have said when you to your 20-year-old self is listen to your kuya, listen to your brother. That's so funny. Maybe you should have, right?
I was stubborn at 20. I should have listened to my kuyas. They give great advice. I ain't gonna lie. They do.
Are you the youngest then? You're the youngest and only girl?
I am. I am.
Oh, that's amazing. Um, okay, well, oh no, I'll ask that last. If you could give us a quote, okay, or your favorite quote that gets you through every day, what would that be?
My favorite quote that gets me through every day, I might, and this is really sad that I might actually get it wrong. I should have written it down somewhere, is actually a Bible verse, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And so every day that I feel down, I remind myself of that verse, that no matter what the world throws at me, I know that God has greater plans in store for me, no matter what. Whether I can't see it in the short run, I know that He's got me for the whole long run.
Wow. And I know, we were talking about this at our meeting yesterday, that I actually have that same passage on my phone. So that is great. that is such a great way to always start your day too, is reading that, I find. And for you to share that, that's amazing, right? It's amazing that you that's what gets you through every day, no matter how bad your day is or whatnot. Just reading that actually does make you feel a lot better. So thank you so much for sharing that. And my last question before Q&A. It's the question that I ask most of my, if not all of my guests on the show, is where do you see yourself 5 years from now as Christelle?
As Christelle, 5 years from now, it's hard to see myself 5 days from now. But 5 years from now, I see myself probably being a little bit more active on social media, building my platform on what I want to speak out against and for. And even one of my biggest dreams that I do want to do is go back to school. I want to go back to school and finish my bachelor's degree and see that to the end. So you're never too old to stop learning. So those are the things I want to see where Christelle is at in the next 5 years. So everyone listening, can you remind me that in 5 years?
5 years. I know, you know what, like it's true though, but you know what, you can set a goal for yourself. Right? You could set a goal for yourself and you can work towards that goal. Okay, so that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Christelle. Shout out to Life with Joy. That's my girl from work. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in on the show tonight. Thank you so much. And Mr. John Smith, who won our Q&A contest, your email didn't work, buddy. So I am not, I wasn't able to send you the link, but I am actually, this is what I'm gonna do, okay, guys? And normally I would just send this to an email, but in 3 seconds, okay, maybe 5 seconds, I'm gonna post the link for this show, okay, where you can actually ask Christelle a question live on the show. Okay, so guys, we're gonna do live. Somebody from our viewers right now will have the opportunity to jump on live and ask Christelle a couple of questions, but at the same time, you can use the live chat box to also ask questions. So, John, I know you're here, but your email didn't work, so I'm not sure. It came back. I tried twice. Okay, so I'm gonna post the link. The first person that clicks on the link, okay, so the first person that pops up on my screen, I will add to this show. Okay, on your marks. Okay, get set. Okay, let me post it. Hold on, it's not even posting. One sec. Let me try here.
And shout out to Thea. Happy birthday, Thea.
Happy birthday. Okay. All right. So the comments, I'm trying to get on the comments here. Just give me 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties.
We were saying we're not technical savvy, so
yeah, we're not tech savvies. Today today we were trying all sorts of things today.
Zam Adventures, happy birthday, love you, Tina. Amazing,
right,
by the way.
Yeah, give me a second. All right, guys, on your marks, the first person to click on this link and pops up on my screen here to add to the stream will be live on Keeping It Real with Shay. On your marks, get set, go. Let's do one of these. All right. Oh, wow. We have a winner, Dean Winchester. Okay. Let me add. All right. Oh, wow. We have a winner. Hi, Dean. I can hear myself. I'm like echoing. I'm echoing. Hi. Mr. Dean. Are you going to say hello, Dean? Are you going to say hi to us?
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
It's all
okay. Okay, so Dean, you were here earlier, right?
So I'm actually Lane, but for some reason it went to my Dean Winchester account, which is my spam email.
Which is my spam email. Okay, so it's Lane. Okay, Lane.
Yes.
So
I'm
Lane,
one of Tel's mods on her TikTok.
You do the mods on her TikTok?
I am one of the mods, yes.
Supportive mods of all the soy sauce moms.
Oh, you're the mods of the soy sauce moms.
Me and Twan are pretty much the biggest mods for all the soy sauce moms.
Okay, so what does that mean?
We monitor anybody that comes in with, like, how you had that one incident earlier. I would be, or Twan would be, watching for any kind of inappropriateness, if you will.
Oh,
so anyone that comes in there and says anything negative or is just not, bring out positive vibes, we just say, hey, come in with a better attitude, and if they don't, we say so long.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was Twan. Was it Twan that kicked that one person out? But I blocked her.
Twan was on mod duty right there for you.
Oh, thank you, Twan, for being on mod duty, for keeping it real with Shay. I need to have a mod then. I can have a mod next time. Okay.
I am a real person, Jane.
Okay, so Lane, you are now live. What question, and you can ask any question that you would like to ask Christelle?
Well, because I have a lot of friends that are Asian heritage and everything like that, we are doing a car meet this Saturday. It's called Stop the Hate. And so my question is to Christelle is, with all what's going on in the world and just the hate towards Asians, how do you deal with any kind of, like, people that come into your comments, or even outside where you live? How do you go about dealing with that?
How do I deal with a lot of those hate comments? Well, if my awesome mods are not in my live, I do acknowledge that I see the comments, but then I remind people that, that's not what we're about. It's not about raising people to be like, it's about teaching people how to see the color, but to look past the color of our skin, to treat people with kindness. In one of my lives today, actually, that was one thing. Someone was asking, do I support hashtag whatever? And I said, you know what? This is the color of the skin that I live in every single day. It's not something that I can wake up and like change it, like a sweater or anything, but this is what I live in every day. And if you're going to walk by me, regardless of your religion, regardless of what you choose, if you're going to walk by me and you're going to be a kind person, you're going to be genuine about it, and you're going to smile, that's what it's about. And to me, that's about stopping the hate, being the one person to make that change. And that's something that I say a lot in my lives as well. Be the change that you want to see. So if we want to stop the hate, it's about us being out there and spreading more smiles, spreading more kindness, opening the door for strangers without expecting a thank you or an acknowledgement. You know, going out there and not seeing the color of a person's skin and stereotyping, but going out there and seeing the person behind it, you know, regardless of it. So that's how I usually respond to the negative comments in my live. I do my best to take them and put a positive spin on it. And that way, hopefully people see that you can always fight back negative comments with so much positivity.
Wow, that's amazing.
You got us to just kick them out.
Oh my gosh, I need mods. Okay, Keeping It Real with Shay is open for mods applications. Lane, there's so many people that are surprised that you're a real person.
I'm a real person. I have TikTok as well, and a lot of my TikToks are behind a helmet, and so I'm not very. I mean, Jane, she should know what I look like. You have my Instagram.
Just a comment. Sorry, just aside. Just to touch. I just needed to kind of segue a little bit, just to add a little bit of a laugh there. But Sheila said very well. Oh wow, spoken very passionately. You're giving me goosebumps, sis. And yes, you know what? To have somebody, share how they're feeling about what's happening with with all the hate crimes and the Asian hate, like is it's refreshing to hear somebody speak out like that, and just based on your experience. And it's true, we can't control how we were brought into this world, and when we wake up every morning, we can't just change our face or our color, right? This is who we are, and we will stand by who we are and stand for what we believe in, and to just really speak about that. So Lane, I kudos to you for the rally. You're doing a rally, or you're doing like a
it's not me personally, it's a bunch of my friends that got together. And a lot of the car meets I go to are Asian heritage, Asian culture. And so they're going to a car meet, and it's one of the movements that they're putting together. And I just go and support them.
Well, thank you so much, actually. Thank you for that. That's amazing. And it's good to see. It's good to see that, that someone from a different race other than Asian is standing behind that. So thank you so much. I try not to be controversial on my show, but sometimes we are spreading positivity, and it's great. So thank you so much. Lane, is there anything else that you want to ask? Because I think, guys, I mean, if you're still good, Christelle, I want to bring up one more viewer, so I'm going to share the link again.
Yeah,
we got it. Twan, get this. You got to get this, Twan. It's your turn.
We'll be able to. And Lane, I'll keep you on for a bit if you'd like, if you're good with staying on. So that you can be part of this as well. So thank you for being the first. Okay, my resume is ready. Okay, hold on. Your resume for what, Simba?
I'm nothing like Simba. He's been here since the beginning. I've just got here maybe 2 months after Tell started.
So how did you meet Tell? Like, did you like me just come across one of her lives?
We have mutual friends on TikTok, and so I met through a mutual friend as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm having technical difficulties again. One sec.
One is in his PJs.
I'm trying to invite here. Okay, so I am gonna copy this. Oops.
Lane and Twan are the bouncers.
They're the bouncers. I know. There's the StreamYard link, guys. So if I just, for some reason, my paste isn't working now. But if you guys can but if you guys can copy that link, I made it even more challenging. The first person to pop up on my screen, I will add you, okay, to the conversation. There was a question here. Hold on, let me just find it. There's a question here about your kids, like how your kids and your husband feel about you. Okay, here it is, I think. It says in 5 years, Tuan says in 5 years you'll be celebrating 25 million followers. Well, yeah, with the way you're going, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Jordan. Jordan, what's up? You should come on the show, Jordan. I would like one of your kuyas should come on the show. They can ask whatever.
That's so
come
funny.
on,
I don't know.
Joy. Oh, we have somebody. I'm waiting for her. Oh, there she is. Hi. So
oh my
yeah.
God. I didn't think I'd get on here.
I love it.
Oh, you're working.
Yeah,
Are you working?
I was literally making pizzas, and then I heard you say that, so I was like, you know what, I'm leaving.
Oh, there.
I literally had you guys like propped up while I made like 100 pizzas right now.
Heck yeah, Domino's is the best. You're my favorite
wow,
person.
It's the best.
Hi.
Shout out to Domino's.
Yes.
Shout out
thank
to
you.
Domino's. And
If
where
only
are
Tel
you
can
right
understand
now?
how the Domino's pizza app works, we'd be set.
I didn't hear too many people talking.
Oh, sorry. So, where are you? What city? What province?
Oh, I'm in California.
You're in California?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Cali friend.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
California, Domino's.
Yes,
Whereabouts
thank
in
you.
California?
We're literally like right in the middle, almost.
Fresno?
Yeah, like Fresno, Clovis. Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
Orange County.
Oh, you're
okay,
from
cool.
California too, Lane?
I'm from
Oh,
Surf
yeah.
City.
My brother is actually from Los Angeles. He's in Granada Hills.
Oh yeah, I know
okay,
Granada.
okay. I really
Yeah.
love your soy sauce mom too, by the way.
You're what? Oh, you're a soy sauce mom.
No,
oh.
no, I said I want to be.
Oh, she
you
wants
want
to
to
be
be.
a sauce mom.
Oh, well,
Wait,
there
let
you
me
go,
think about it.
Christelle.
Shoot. Hold on.
Her mask cut off.
Yes,
mask
I
fell.
dropped you. Got you.
Oh, her earbud fell out.
Yes.
How's it going,
Okay,
girl?
so I know you're at work. So, what question would you like to ask, Cal?
I don't know. I talk to her almost every time I go on. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what question. Oh yeah, I do have a question. Do you know how to ride the Triumph?
Ride the what? The train?
So, the Triumph. My husband has 2 motorcycles.
The Triumph.
One of them is a Triumph. Unfortunately, I do not know how to ride it. My boss tried to teach me in office one time, like standing, and he's like, this would be your brakes. This is your gears or something. So you can see me at my desk going like this. It's not the same doing like riding a bike midair and being on a real bike. My husband wants me to learn. One day I will.
We want you to learn.
I don't know
You
if people
definitely
want me
should.
on the road
It's
though.
pretty hot. You should do it.
I will learn. I will
do
learn.
it, but I'm like, I don't have the time. You should. You should. Do you go on like? Do you guys go on like rides together?
We used to go on rides together. We used to ride the Triumph. He used to have a Kawasaki Ninja at one point that we would ride together. But somehow, somewhere in the last year or so, I lost my daredevil side, and I like to stay with 4 wheels instead of 2. So sometimes if we do go cruising, I actually drive behind him to make sure that he's safe on the road.
Got you.
So we go on car dates where I'll cruise behind my husband.
Aw.
Got you.
Well, that should be a goal for you then, Tal, is to get your motorcycle license.
Give me 5 years.
4 Okay, then that's one of your 5-year goals. So do you have
5 days.
Oh, 5 days. Do you have any more questions before we're gonna we have about 5 more minutes and then we're gonna wrap up.
Great job, Shay. This is really
Not
good.
really.
Glad I could be here for this.
No, I thought she was talking to me. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna ask Lane after, but you first. Any more question? One more question.
Oh no, I've always just been curious on how you grew your content, but I heard how you did that through your live right now. So I don't know. I really want to go live, but I don't have enough followers on TikTok at all. I also don't post as much as I should. So I don't know. But that was just how you grew your content is something I've always wondered. So no
Well,
questions.
so why don't you plug in your social media platform right now, your TikTok?
On chat, or is that how you
No,
do it?
right,
Oh no.
you can type it in and you can tell everybody. You can tell everybody now and then type it in.
Okay, so it's Sophh, SOPHH, and then 559. You got to represent.
She's awesome.
As-
Super awesome.
Okay.
Oh.
I will make a TikTok today before I leave.
So okay.
I'll post the pizza video.
Okay, so that's
I was
so
looking at the Domino's. I was looking at the Domino's
SOPHH559.
hashtag. Yeah, I was looking at the Domino's hashtag last night, and there's some team members that get like thousands of views, and I was like, dude, I can make a way better pizza. But no, I'm definitely gonna start trying to grow my content.
Do it. Do
That
it.
it? Is that your page? So
So 559.
oh 559. Tuan wrong.
Yes.
Tuan, you're failing.
Okay, well, so thank you so much for coming on. Congratulations that you were able to
sure.
ask Tal directly. Have a fun at work. Stay safe, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophh.
All right, Lane, you're up. Your last question for Tal.
Oh my goodness! Last
And you
question
can
for
ask for
Tel.
anything.
Oh, no.
In the world.
How about this? How about if Christelle tells us all about her ketchup chips and how much she loves them.
Oh, goodness gracious. I can talk about ketchup chips until the cows come home. Old Dutch ketchup chips. I am still waiting for one day that they will sponsor me. But Old Dutch ketchup chips to me is the best ketchup chips ever. Unfortunately, it is not available in the States. But the flavor of Old Dutch ketchup chips has such a sweet, tangy ketchup flavor to it, and the perfect crunch when you bite into it. Nothing beats a ketchup chip.
Have you not heard of Doritos?
Better than Doritos. Better than Doritos. There was a time last year when I was starting to do lives in the beginning, and I would be nervous. So I always had a bag of ketchup chips with me in every live. So I would be
Yeah, we
eating
know.
ketchup chips.
And a bottle of soda behind you.
You know what? Ketchup chips, you know what? It has to be a specific brand, ketchup chips. Okay. But have you tried the Doritos ketchup when it was like, I don't know if they still have it, but did you try it when
You
we had
crazy
it here in
Canucks.
Canada?
Crazy Canucks. I have not tried the Dorito ketchup chips yet. I am gonna go
Oh my
grocery shopping shortly after this, so I will look for it.
I don't know if it's still, because it's a limited edition. But it was insanely so good. Like, I love ketchup chips too. And it is like, so I was like blown away. I love Doritos, but ketchup flavored Doritos by far the best. And Lane,
I miss
have
it.
you tried ketchup chips?
No, it just doesn't sound good.
Oh my gosh. I have to send my brother Lay's ketchup chips there in California because that is the one thing he misses from home. So you should get Tal to ship you over some ketchup Lay's.
And I will make a TikTok just destroying them or throwing them in the trash.
Yeah. Lane, do you
I'll,
want
I'll
to
eat I'll eat one and then just throw away the rest.
No, you'll love it. You will love it. You will love it. Lane, did you want to plug in your social media before we wrap up?
Everyone here pretty much already knows who I am.
Not everybody, because I have some of my viewers that don't know who you
Good point.
are.
Twan, you know what to do. Go ahead and plug my media, Twan.
Okay. So Twan is from where? Because he said where he is, it's 3 a.m.
He is from, oh my goodness, he's gonna get so mad at me for saying this. Netherlands. Not
Netherlands?
Not New Zealand. Netherlands.
Is it Netherlands, Lane?
I get them mixed up. Twan is good. Please, Twan, don't get mad at me. I get it mixed up.
No, he's not from the US or North America.
He's in the UK.
He's in
somewhere.
the UK. Okay, well, thank you, Twan, for staying up this late and, staying on live and supporting Christelle. And Lane, thank you so much. It was nice to meet you. I hope we cross paths again. And thank you for joining us today. Congratulations. And thank you for modding as well. And Twan says the Netherlands. But thank you again, Lane. We will be wrapping up, so I hope you stay on until we finish. But thank you so much, Lane.
Take care.
Oh, sorry, Lane. Thank you. I cut him off. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Christelle, I know we're over time. Thank you so much. But before that, there are some comments that I can get. I just wanted, your viewers to have a chance to chat with you for a bit. But Lady Joy says, you need to be friends with my son. He loves ketchup chips. And Jordan, he's from Canada. If it's Jordan, the Jordan I think it is, that is Life with Joy's husband. So thank you, Jordan. He wants to know if TikTok, something about, does TikTok pay Canadians?
No, right now TikTok, they do have a creators fund, but it is only available in the US and UK, I believe. The creator fund hasn't been made available in Canada yet.
Oh, I see. So do you know if that's going to happen and what the actual threshold is, like in terms of how many followers do you need to have before you get paid?
I believe you have to have over, if it does happen, I'm not 100% sure if it's even in the talks, but I know you need to have, I think, over 15,000 followers and average over 10 to 30,000 likes a week. Our views.
Oh, wow.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that front. If someone in here can correct me on that, I think I'm wrong. But there is an average of views and likes that you do have to manage each week in order to get paid out. And I think it works out to like 3 or 4 cents per view.
Life with Joy, one more question. So this is the last question, guys. Have you ever received the TikTok swag?
I have not received the TikTok swag. I haven't looked into it either, but I have received some fun things from other companies that is in the works coming out. So that would be fun to go. And that's a new thing for me too, being able to do postings and marketing. So it's a different world that I'm slowly turning into.
That is amazing. So you're going to be like an endorser, an ambassador, or like somebody staff.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That is amazing. So that they're sending you swag, I guess. They're sending you swag so that you can wear it or promote it on your TikToks.
Yeah.
Wow. Life with Joy, we need to get on the TikTok bandwagon.
It's fun. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. You know what? Like I don't know if I could be as creative as you. Honestly, Christelle, this has been so much fun. I don't think I've ever went this much over in time in terms of my live chat show, and I am so excited. It was so it was just so much fun. I hope you had a lot of fun as well. More power to you. Keep vlogging. I hope this isn't the last time you will, guest on Keeping It Real with Shay. I hope
First of many to come.
I hope we can collab, we can do more things. This was so much fun. Before we really go, if there is advice that you could give to the TikTokers out there, or TikTokers or people that aren't even TikTokers, okay, that maybe want to be part of TikTok, or they want to be content creators on any social media platforms, what advice would you give them?
One advice for me, I tend to put myself as an algorithm nerd, where I really study my own content. I study my own views and everything. And I'm really my biggest competition to myself. I don't tend to compete with anyone else in TikTok to see like how other accounts are going. I really look at my own content to see what is doing good, what doesn't do good, what should I do better in each video. And so one of the advice I would say is there's always room for improvement. Don't expect to be number one right off the bat. Give yourself grace, give yourself room and time to grow, to learn from the mistake. Like I keep looking back, this time last year, I was trying to get to 500, just 500, versus now, like you put in the work, you show up, and in the long run, it pays off.
That's amazing. That is something I definitely need, being a YouTube creator. There are times when you're like, man, when am I gonna, when I'm, this, you kind of put yourself down because you don't know if that content was good, or, why am I not getting the amount of views that I should be getting, or what am I missing, right? So, thank you for that, because I am gonna rewatch this over and over anytime I need to be motivated, because as content creators, it's not easy, guys.
No.
It's really not easy. A lot of people were messaging me in the week before, in the last 2 weeks, what happened to your lives, right? Did you run out of guests? You don't always have to have a guest, but you know what? But I want to be able to bring somebody on and inspire, right? Like you always want to leverage. If you can leverage, why not? Right? And you do lives, but when you do lives, you do it so gracefully, and like it's not, it's I love. And now I'm always gonna watch your lives, because you just never know. You just never know who you're going to meet. And today, thank you so much, Christelle, again, for bringing Tuan, for bringing Lane, for bringing the soy sauce moms, because this to me is a newfound, group of people. So what a great network that you have. What a great community that you've built. 200,000 followers. My gosh. That is just amazing. It is amazing. And Tuan and I will try not to mute you. Mute me? No, I'm all I know bad talk in Christelle live. But yes, like 200,000 followers, that is, congratulations again. Congratulations. We can see, I can see definitely why and how you have created such a large following, how you will continue to grow. So more power to you. Thank you again for being on Keeping It Real with Shay. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you for that. Any last words before we part? When we both part, I want you to still stay. Hold on.
Much love to everyone who came out and supported us tonight. This means the world to me. So thank you to everyone, to the soy sauce moms. I love you guys so much. To the soy sauce brothers, thank you guys. Thank you for all the love and support tonight, and the new friends that I'm about to meet too. Thank you guys. This really means a lot.
And guys, please follow Christelle on TikTok. It's below. And Christelle, do you want to plug in your Instagram? I'm going to put all this in my description box, guys, so you can connect with Christelle. I think I actually have it in the description box, so feel free to connect with her, follow her. Follow her on Instagram if you're not following her already, and of course on TikTok. You will be uplifted every day, so make sure you continue to follow her. And guys, for my new friends I've made today, don't forget to subscribe to Keeping It Real with Shay. Smash the thumbs up button on this show and comment, of course, and don't forget to click the notification bell upon subscribing, so you will be up to date on my latest live chat sessions. You might be my next guest. And of course, most recent uploaded videos. Once again, thank you so much, Christelle, for being on Keeping It Real with Shay. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you. And we will definitely see you guys next time. So everybody, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to keep it real out there, guys. I will see you all soon.